Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa, and in this video, I am going to do an eye look, an easy everyday eye look with one of these Laura Geller eyeshadow palettes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do a lot of health, beauty, lifestyle videos, and I've done quite a few reviews of Laura Geller and Bare Minerals products and use them pretty often. And I realized in my stash of palettes, I don't think I've ever used this one as a video, so I thought I would do that today. This one is the Laura's Essentials Sweet as Sugar 12 Multi-Finish Eyeshadows, and it has a highlighter and a blush. Here's what it looks like. And I have used them, I just haven't made a video with them yet. And I'm probably not going to be using the blush today because it is so light, it won't even show up on me. So I already have my other makeup on. Anyway, ear is plugged for some reason. About me, I am 55 years old and my skin is still pretty oily through the T-zone. I don't even think the rest of it is dry at all. I mean, I have dry skin elsewhere, but my face, nope, just kind of normal, usual 55-year-old stuff. Fine lines, wrinkles, all the things. I typically don't wear foundation. I will spot conceal with a concealer and then dab a little bit of powder through the T-zone, and that's what I've done today. So I'll list everything that I have on today, but I really just want to feature using an eyeshadow palette from Laura Geller. And I know if you live near, I don't order much from their website. I ordered their like main face kit, that full face essentials or whatever it's called. And also, I think their powder foundation, just so I could do reviews and stuff. But other than that, I pick these up at places like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, anything like that. So I have a different assortment of them, and I've used them in videos, so you can peruse through there if you're interested and check them out. All that said, let's dive right in. So I usually look for when I'm doing just an everyday look, a pretty neutral medium tone, and this is the one I've used the most often here, and that's what I'm going to use today. And this is the one that I'll put down over most of my lid. So this one here is called, brown sugar. So these are all fun names like oatmeal, croissant, frosting, brown sugar, macaron, cake pop, donut, sugar, cookie, chocolate chip, fudge, nutmeg, brownie, all those fun, yummy things. So anyway, going in with the brown sugar, which is this like medium brownish tone. And I will just buff it up over, so I'm using my phone as a mirror, so I'm looking probably the wrong way, and I have another mirror here, trying to give you the best look. This eye gives me more trouble because it's more hooded. And so I try to make sure that I bring that color up a little higher. And I just kind of step back and assess as I do that. My eyebrows get so long. Look at that. I need to address that. All right, so let me just assess. I think I need a little more here. And it's always good to look with your eye open, straight ahead, because if you're constantly doing this, you're probably not going to get it in the right spot. In my mind, I want to see it just enough, so I bring that up a little bit. And that actually opens the eyes, because I normally probably wouldn't think I need to bring it that high. Okay, and this is going to be really super simple. I'm going to go with this really light color that is not a highlighty color. It's oatmeal. It's not shimmery at all, and which is great. I'm going to take it in the inner corner, and then I'm going to take it up above under the brow bone, but this is more just to soften the edge of where I buffed the previous color. And crazy enough, I'll probably go back in with the initial color if this is too like white, which I think it is a little bit. So let me just go back into that brown sugar for just a minute and blend the two together. It's really all about blending. All right. Now I'm going to go in, I'm kind of do a double layer here. And I'm going to take this color called Brownie. There's two darker colors, Brownie and Fudge. Brownie has a little bit more warmth to it, and the Fudge is more of a deeper, like mocha-ish color. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Brownie on this kind of brush here. And go to the outer portion of my eyelid and up a little bit. Just kind of not all over like I did the first color, but you really can't mess this up too much because you can always blend. Speaking of blending, I feel like I need to blend the blush I have on, at least in my camera on my phone. It looks a little harsh. Oh. Now, what I will do is I will pat it up on the corner and kind of bring it down a little bit. And wait, I don't want it to back in yet. Same thing over here, because the end result, I want for things to be going up a little bit. Not total like wing, I'm not after that, but I just want to keep everything up so it's not drifting down. I've even noticed, I don't know if you have, but throughout the day sometimes, especially my one hooded eye, I don't know if my eye gets droopier throughout the day, but sometimes I will even go back in and kind of like push this up the color just so you can still see it, and it like helps to widen the eye a bit. So that's the Fudge color. Then I'm going to go, or I'm sorry, that was the Brownie color, the warmer of the two. I think I've been saying the wrong thing, sorry. Now I'm going to go in with Fudge and keep this specifically to the outermost corner. And really pack it in there and then up just a little bit. But I like that look of a deepened corner. Honestly, this one isn't quite deep enough, but it's okay. This is just an everyday look going for. And I'm not really worried about blending it. That will come in a minute. And yeah, there's going to be fallout. We'll deal with that too. All right, now that we've got them on both sides, we're going to take a blending brush and just lightly, like even hold your hand down a little bit so you're not like digging in there, just kind of lightly, windshield wiper sort of motions, but just start to blend everything out to your level of liking. I mean, I kind of like things pretty well blended, but I like to see the contrast from light to darker. I think that is like aesthetically, it helps to widen and brighten, at least my eyes. That's what I like. And again, keep the eye open so you can see that, and make sure you see it, because if you don't and all the dark stays under the brow bone, that's where it kind of closes off your eye a little bit. So leave that up. Okay, and then I feel like it's so far up, I'm actually going to go ahead and put a little bit of that oatmeal, that really light color, just under the highest part of the brow, just to accentuate that. All right, now the fun part, you get to go in with any level if you like the shimmer. There's some shimmery shades here. So I'm going to go in. They have Nutmeg, which is a shimmery shade. It's got a hint of like almost like it's very warm, like almost a maroon, but I don't want to do that one. So I'm going to do Chocolate Chip, put some on my finger, and just kind of tap over the middle outer portion, or wherever you want the shimmer. Because I will probably do 2 sets of a shimmery. There's some really pretty colors in here. So actually I'm going to take that even over a bit to the outer corner, and then clean off my finger. And we're going to take another one. This one can't go wrong. There's so many nice shimmery shades. There's Croissant, Frosting, Donut. Let's just play around a minute. Donut. This is Donut. I'm going to go just a little bit more center. I'm going a little crazy with the shimmer today, but that's all right. And then I'm going to use, okay, I think I'm going to use Frosting. Which one is it? Frosting, this one. for like the innermost corner. So get a clean finger here and tap it on, right? So it provides, see the contrast, and you can kind of like blend that out, which we will. Running out of clean fingers. Ah. All right. And now once again, I like to go back in and assess. And I think I'm actually going to take this donut shimmery shade here, get a little bit on a blending brush, dip it in and see if I can kind of connect. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but just so there's no harsh line across the shimmery, I want it to be like a, is that like an ombre situation? Okay, and one last blend there. And then I'm gonna take little round brush and I'm going to dip it in one of the deeper shades. And today I think I'm going to dip it in the fudge shade and just lightly underline your eye. Obviously optional. All of this is optional, but I just feel like doing this today. I get it pretty up close to my lash line. Just so it's all connected. And then what we're going to do is line the eyes. I'm going to do a tight line. So I'm not a big eyeliner. I'm not going to do the waterline. I'm going to really get in there up against my lashes just to kind of fill in and make it look fuller. There is like, I have a Laura Geller bronze, which is pretty brownish, but I think today I'm going to use her black gel eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to really get in there and I don't know if I can get up close enough. I'll show you. So here is what I do. I need my mirror. Don't worry about the fallout yet. Just really like, almost like you're doing a connect the dot with the lashes. And then I might do like just a thin line at the top, but I don't want a heavy eyeliner look. I'm just trying to like really accentuate the base of the eyelashes. I don't even know if you can tell. I had to take the bronze shade and do the same thing on the bottom lashes. Just up in there. All right, so I don't know if you can tell. Eyeliner, no eyeliner. I don't know if in the camera you can tell much of a difference, but so I'm gonna do that on the other eye as well now. Eyeliner is on both eyes. And so now we sort of assess. And this is where you can certainly keep building up like the depth and everything that you like. I feel like some palettes are better suited to that than others. This one, while it does have some darker colors, the darkest two, in my opinion, don't lend themselves to that super high contrast outer corner look. This is more just everyday, but it's fine. And I do like them. Like I said, my blush is driving me crazy. So what I'm going to do is now work on the cleanup situation because there is fallout. So I'm going to wipe away first any loose sitting on my face. And then we will take like a handy dandy, one of these little makeup sponge things and just take it. And by doing that, see that line it just created? I don't really want that there, but I'm making sure that everything kind of goes up and nothing's coming down. Yeah, I feel like it looks nice. And it's picked up any maybe loose. So you can even see how all the eyeshadow is there and up and kind of over. That's what I'm after. And same thing. Okay. All right. Gonna put on some mascara. I don't have Laura Geller mascara right now, so I'm just using some from the Dollar Tree. Pretty nice, huh? Mascara is on. All right, so now I'll be back. Let me finish my hair, get some jewelry on, and do my lips, and I'll show you the finished look. All right, I'm back with the finished look. Here's the eyes up close. I think it looks pretty nice, and this is a very simple everyday look you can do. And remember, you can continue to build those colors to your own preference of level of depth and what you like. But I just thought this was a fun one to play around with, and if you've been considering picking up one of these palettes, you might give it a go. You might also look for one that has a blush and highlighter that's something that you can actually use, unless that's not important to you, because in this particular palette, like I said, the blush, in my opinion, was way too light. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.